Good morning. There we go. I think we're on. Good morning. Thank you for joining me, whether it's live or later. All is good. Happy April. It's kind of weird. Hey, Rebecca. Hi, Michelle. I kind of envision a couple of you sort of just patiently waiting for the little beep or ding or whatever shows up. And here we are together. I was just pondering to myself, and maybe the cat, but whatever. Happy April. Good morning, Heather. Thank you for confirming that. I don't even know. My brother, who I adore, he lives in Florida. He and his family are well. His son is virtual schooling. Good morning, Janet. And he posted on Facebook. I noticed before I hopped onto this. He posts, just so you know, some things are off limit today. And for a second I was like, what? And then it struck me. So yeah, exactly. Some things are off limit. It is, yeah, it's kitty time. Though she's excited. Mine's excited for breakfast, which is like sort of right over there. So anyway, more information than you needed to know on this lovely Wednesday morning. Thank you for taking time to settle in here with me. I'll be back later also. I always forget to tell you later. Good morning, Jess. But at 12:30, I'm going to be doing 30 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. Feel it, feel it, feel it. You're always welcome to shoot me some hearts, some whatevers. Sorry, distracted. Need more coffee. Probably not. Probably not. Oh, Krista, good morning. Okay, focus. That's why I meditate. I think it's gonna be, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. I feel it. I feel it. Like you just gotta believe it to be true, right? Okay. At 12:30, let me get this out. I promise. I'll be here, not here, but we'll rearrange the room again and do about 30 minutes of mindful movement. Kind of just whatever is inspired, like whatever I'm feeling in my body and want to move those body parts. I invite you to join me and do that. It's super low key. It usually can be done sitting in a chair. But as you know, I sit on the floor a lot, so that may also be a thing. But for now, we're here together to begin this lovely April 1st with a meditation. And because I'm having that kind of, I think some of us are as well, like March is now gone, and it went out. I think it came in like a lamb and went out like a lion, frankly. But here we are in April. And there's other dates that are out there that I can't wrap my head around. And when I try to, it gets really uncomfortable. And I get the barbed wire butterflies and it just gets all kind of scattered. So when I start to feel like that, one of my favorite mantras is, I am here, this is now. And that just reminds me that yes, there's all these things. And frankly, there always will be something. But what helps ground me, invites me back to the present moment, is those words, when I tie them with my breath. Okay, and that breath, I was having a lovely chat with my friend Jess yesterday at a respectable physical distance about how the breath can be so critical once you have tuned into it. And it's this beautiful tool that we always have with us. And it's patiently waiting for us to tune in and use it for something other than bringing oxygen into our body, which is good. I mean, we need that, human, right? We need that. But also using your breath to either calm the body, focus the mind, bring us back to the present moment. And beginning all of that, let's go back to the very, very beginning. What do I feel like right now? Sometimes we don't know, so we have to use the breath to tune in, and then that will guide you to where you might need to be. Right? Those are my thoughts for 8:05 a.m. And so what we're going to do is we're going to land, we're going to find our seat, we're going to breathe to tune in and see what we feel. Excuse me. And then we are going to, Um, I'm going to offer you the mantra, I am here, this is now. I'll guide that for a little bit. We did that previously, but I'll guide that for a little bit, and then you have a choice. You can keep the mantra and keep using that as your point of focus, or you can let that just slide off to the side and let your meditation be a bit quieter. All right. Stay for as much or as little as you need. It's all good. We're here in this together. And so, maybe notice if that's what feels good at the moment, right? And sometimes just kind of settling in, taking a breath in. Maybe even opening the mouth. That little white noise you can create. And as you find your seat, whatever it is, chair, cushion, otherwise, the sit bones rooting down, your bum connected to the floor, to the chair. And from the base of the spine, visualize an inhale traveling up the length of the spine. And then the exhale just washes down over you. Heavy shoulders, heavy arms. Coming back to the base, tuning into where your legs meet the support beneath you. Just feeling very grounded in this seat. And from that foundation beneath you, continuing to sit tall. Allowing this process of finding your seat to be just as important as everything else that follows. Because it's the foundation that you build for any given day, for any given conversation. And with that solid foundation, you have the strength to move forward. To root into what you know is true. And here, listen to your breath. And feel your breath. Your breath also knows what's true. You can spend your time here in your seat, simply listening to and feeling the breath. That may be everything that you want right now. And if that's the case, stick with that. If you'd like to layer on one more tool, one more focus point, on the inhale, say to yourself or out loud, inhale. I am here. Inhale. I am here. I am here. And you find your next exhale. Exhale and say, this is now. Exhale. This is now. Inhale. I am here. Exhale. This is now. Here, continue on your own as we sit together, connected but apart, using your breath or this phrase, here and now. As you inhale, know that you are here. As the exhale pours out, this is now. And please know it is a practice of its own and something that we can become more adept at. It does not have to be perfect. Lingering longer in your seat if you'd like. Or beginning to invite any little movement you might need. To come back from your seat. And thank you. Thank you for taking time for yourself, for joining me here for a meditative seat, a mindful seat to start your day. Towards the end, I started to imagine, for those who I know for sure, and those I'm pretty sure I know or have seen, pictures, I was visualizing each of you in your homes, and all of us sitting here theoretically quietly. Life, right? It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So you're welcome, Rebecca. And so if you popped in a little bit later, no worries. All of these are recorded and available on my Facebook page. If you go to more in videos, they're all there. Some midday movements, the meditations. If you want to roll back old school, there's some old stuff there, which is kind of hilarious. You're welcome, Michelle. Yes. And yeah, she's wandered off, but she was pretty excited for some cat petting meditation as we got started. Good. You know what? We got to figure out ways to navigate all the things we need to do. I today have decided that I'm starting a new journaling practice. So beginning of the month, I feel like I've sort of navigated a bunch of, and I haven't finished navigating. So navigating means we're still finding our way, right? And then layering this in, it's a journal that I found actually at Michael's, and it has the months in it, but there's no actual dates. You fill the date in. And so my intention, right, is to start, and I will start April 1st. And I think it's going to be really interesting, whether it's you journal in because I got this too, right? I got all kinds of things I write on, whatever kind of journaling you might do, to start at some point, wherever that might be. And we'll be able to look back on these things that we've navigated, right? And what I love about this is that it's about gratitude. So 3 things I'm grateful for today. And I'm just going to start filling this out. And I do it verbally, I do it in my mind, I do it with a meditation, but this will be documentation, right? Some written things. And a story of what we're moving through. I had this realization the other day that a year from now, when Facebook gives me some memories, there'll be some that I'm delighted to see and some that are a good reminder at a minimum. So there's that. All right, my dears, whatever you might be doing, sipping your coffee, crawling out of bed, eating your breakfast, probably not all at the same time. But kudos to you if you can. I'll be back at 12:30 for some mindful movement. We're going to do some box breathing. Okay. Janet, that's a good point. And you may have not heard me say this before, so you don't have to sit on the floor. I've just over time gotten adept at sitting on the floor because I've been sitting on the floor for years now to some degree. But if your feet fall asleep or your legs get kind of heavy and it's hard to stay focused because your feet are tingly, you can absolutely grab a chair. There's a couch right behind me I could pop myself onto. But yeah, any way you want to sit for this is beautiful. And I'm glad that I am here. This is now felt really good. Um, I'm, I'm glad. Yeah. All right. I'll be back at 12:30. If you want to breathe with me, we're going to do some box breathing and we'll take some movement and we'll see what happens. All right. Thank you, my friends. Until our paths cross again, be well and namaste. Bye, Janet.